Well, hello, everyone, and welcome. We're so happy to have you join us here today. It is my pleasure to introduce someone that I've had the privilege of getting to know over the last several years with this business. She's not a part of my team, but she's a side sister, and I have totally enjoyed her journey, and I'm so excited that she's here to share that with you today. I'd like to introduce you to Jennifer.
Thank you so much, Jill, and thank you everybody for tuning in. My name is Jennifer McCune, and I live in Charlottesville, Virginia. I learned about Rodan & Fields 8 years ago, May of 2012, and I learned it from a beautiful, lovely person I had never met before on LinkedIn. And at the time, I was really looking for something. I was working full-time. I was going to school at night. My kids were 5, 8, and 10, and I just didn't want to continue living my life like that. And if you would have told me that this would be what I was doing, even a week prior, I would have never believed you. But I've been so excited to be on this journey with Rodan & Fields. So the reason I was looking is because I wanted more time flexibility to be with my kids. I wanted to earn more money, but I did not want to go and find another job. And so I learned about Rodan & Fields. And the first few things that stuck out with me are that the women who created Proactive, and I was like, wow, that is amazing, $1 billion brand. And then they created another skincare line that I could be part of that was skincare for everybody. And everybody has skin. That's a huge, wide open market. I was so excited to learn that not only had they had that opportunity open for us, but in the past, they had partnered with Estee Lauder, and they had been #1 in Nordstrom. So all those facts are sticking out in my head going, wow, is this too good to be true? And now I can be part of this. And so the more I thought about it, the more I was like, wow, I just absolutely have to do this. This is incredible. And then we've probably all done this before. I had voices in my head telling me all the reasons why I couldn't do it. And I started to get really nervous. So one of the things that stuck out with me, for me, is that I'm rather introverted. So what I didn't tell you is I have a PhD in Spanish. And if you don't know what that means, you're not alone, don't worry. So basically, a PhD in Spanish is like a PhD in English, except for in another language. So what that means is I read a lot, and I love to read a lot, and I've read a lot. And so you might think, okay, somebody who likes to sit and read a lot, really, is this going to be a good fit for me? And the more I thought about it, I was like, I do things to get outside of my comfort zone. I learned how to walk. I learned how to ride a bike. I moved far away from my home. I grew up in Wisconsin. I moved here from Chicago. Why not me? This is all laid out for me. The tools are in place. We have a website in place. We have doctors who want to support us and help us learn how to grow. And I thought, why not me? When I wrote my dissertation, I did a little bit every day. I did not write my 300-page dissertation in one day. I can reach out to a few people every day. I can follow the system. So I said, okay, I'm good with that one. Then my next doubt started going in my head and saying, but sales, you don't want to do sales. Is this sales? And I chatted with Andrea about that. And I said, this sounds really good. I'm really excited about this, but I'm not a salesperson. And she was really honest with me. And she said, well, that's great, because we are not about sales. We are about sharing and educating. And I thought, that I can do. A background with Spanish literature. I've taught in K through 12. I was doing culture and language training for the military at the time. I love educating people. I love helping people figure out what is a good fit for them and giving them educational opportunities. And so I love that we have great websites, we have fantastic products, we have a fantastic opportunity for people to earn extra money, and I get to educate myself about that and others. So that made me feel better. That made me feel much better. Then the next thing, I'm just being honest with you guys, all the things that were running around in my head. The next thing was like, oh my God, family and friends. Like, am I gonna bug them? What am I gonna do? Like, I don't know a lot of people right now. You guys, I was working full-time behind a desk with there were 3 of us in the office. Then I went home to my kids, and then I was taking night classes, and I was like, what? I don't know a lot of people. And what I learned and what I thought about, it's like with any business. Absolutely, you're going to invite your family and friends. You open an ice cream store, you're going to invite them to come to your ice cream store, but you're not going to rely on them being the only people that come to your ice cream store. And if you do, you're bugging them. So you are going to want to meet new people. And I have every single day, through social media, when you're out and about, referrals of people, all these people that are watching right now, many of you I did not know before. So I've met a ton of Rodan and Fields people. I've met so many people, amazing, wonderful people, by pushing myself outside of my comfort zone. LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, chamber events, just meeting so many incredible, in the airport. I got hit on my car got hit, and one of the people joined my team that I met on that. I mean, just so many incredible people in the world if you're willing to open yourself up to the goodness and kindness and abundance and humanity. And I wouldn't have done that without Rodan and Fields. So uh, that really helped when I thought about that. And then the next thing, so then I'm like, okay, now we have this kit cost. And I was looking at the cost of the kit, and it was really interesting. I was looking at the ultimate kit because I'm a frugal Fran. And if I'm going to go for a deal, I want the biggest, best deal. And our ultimate kit offers the biggest, best deal with samples and great products. And I was like, that's the exact same cost as one course that I was taking online at that point to get my project management certificate. I'm like, oh my God, I can start my own business and get all these amazing skincare products for 1 year in samples at the same cost as doing one educational course online. Why would I not do that? You guys, I had even been thinking of going and getting my MBA or JD, my law degree. And we joke that PhD is poor man's degree. P stands for poor, not philosophy. So, so I was thinking about getting other degrees, and I was like, oh my God, this is learn as you earn. You cannot get a better entrepreneurial education than partnering with these two incredible women who created Proactive for $1,000, and that's the skincare. Like, what would you have to lose? I mean, it's just ludicrous. So I went all in. I had never tried the products before, but I knew between aging, sun damage, sensitive skin, acne, there was going to be something for me. I got the kit, and I was so incredibly nervous. I just made it my mission, though, to earn it back before my bill came due. And so I flew to Wisconsin that weekend. We had it was just on the books prior to this that I was meeting up with my mom's side of the family, all my aunts and my cousins, big, huge Catholic family. There were like 30 of us in a house. And Andrea said, we will do a business launch for you, and I'll come and do it virtually. So I said, great. And great, but of course I'm nervous, and I'm very nervous. So anyways, we get to the house. It's in Door County, Wisconsin, which is like the little thumb that stands up. No Wi-Fi at the house. So I'm like, okay, don't panic. I'm not going to die. Text Andrea, not going to do the launch. Then I text her, I'm going to do the launch. Then I text her, I'm not going to do the launch. Long story short, I end up doing the launch. I think I'm going to die. I don't die. One of my aunts sleeps through it. So for comic relief, what are you going to do? But I did it. I was afraid. I didn't know everything. I had lots of questions I didn't have. Andrea couldn't do it for me. She could, because we didn't have internet, but I had the website. I was able to answer some questions I couldn't. Two of my cousins bought products, one of my aunts and my mom, and I promoted that first night. And I just kept on going a little bit every day. Every Sunday, I took the time and I wrote 5 names on a sticky note for each day of the week. And I did not go to bed until I had made those calls. And every day I thought I was going to die and every day I told myself, you're not going to die by making 5 phone calls. I lost 10 pounds that first month in business because I was nervous, but I did a little bit every day. By the end of that year, December 31st, my boss flew in from Arizona and laid me off from my job. And that was a horrible, horrible memory, to get laid off from a job on New Year's Eve. And I vowed to myself, I will never let that be me again. And I had built up my business so much to that point. I didn't have a lot of time. I was just doing 10 hours a week because I knew 10 hours a week is 520 hours in a year that nobody could take from me. I did a little bit on my lunch hour. I did a little bit on my way to work. I did a little bit after work and a little bit when the kids went to bed. And it all added up so that when I got laid off, I didn't know this was coming, but when I got laid off, I didn't have to find a full-time job, you guys. I was able to find a part-time job. And then I just had to do that for another year. And then I was able to leave that part-time job. And Rodan and Fields became my thing. I earned trips with these lovely ladies in cars. This is my own unique story. We all have our own unique stories based on what happens in our lives and the effort and the collaboration that we do. And one of the most incredible things about this opportunity has been the relationships in this community. So thinking about timing of why now could be incredible for you to join and what this could mean for you. First of all, we have a great new bonus program that just came out. And not only can you earn bonus money, but you can earn it within days of earning your bonus. So, I mean, how incredible is that? Also, we unveiled a new product last month. And you guys know with masks going on, the eyes are it, right? We unveiled brow defining boost. There is nothing like it on the market. It gives you instantaneous and long-term visible results. There's literally nothing like it on the market. I love it. So between that and our lash boost, when you're wearing masks, guys, people want what we have. Did you guys know, this is really interesting. When you are in recession times, there are two recession-proof businesses. One is alcohol. People are still going to drink, right? They're drinking more. The other is skincare, the cosmetics industry. So think about World War II. People bought booze and they bought red lipstick. Red lipstick was hot. You could not get enough red lipstick in World War II. Well, now we're using masks. People are not buying red lipstick, they are buying eye stuff. And we have eye stuff. We have great skincare. We have things to help with maskne. And not only that, we have an opportunity that people can make money in a safe, flexible, virtual way. So guys, people are looking for what we have to offer, and it's our privilege to be able to share that gift with them. So timing is so exciting for that. And on top of it all, to even get better, is we have convention coming up in October. And you guys, convention, our once a year annual, super fun, educational event where we all come together. And this year we get to do our first ever virtual one, where all of us, we've now launched into Australia. We're the #1 premium skincare brand in North America, fastest growing in Australia, just launched into Japan. So to have this virtual opportunity for us to all come together, and we're having a global product launch. Global product launch means it's launching in all 4 of our markets. So joining now, you get to leverage all that's going on, build up a nice team and customer base to leverage even more what's happening in October. So I have to tell you guys, honestly, I'm so excited to share this with you all, because had Andrea not shared it with me, I would not be sitting where I am. When I started, I had a vision of what my life would look like in 5 years. And you guys, 5 years happened and my life happened how I envisioned it. I had more flexibility to be with my kids in the morning, to be with them after school, to have vacation time with them. My eldest just started college. The time went, whether I would have kept on working behind a desk and somebody owning my time or not. And I'm so grateful still to this day when I look back at that woman who I was, who said yes, who is so afraid. I'm so grateful that she took the chance to make a change, because it forever enriched my life. And I highly, highly recommend, you guys know the facts. The facts are the facts. We're the #1 premium skincare brand in North America. We're growing globally. The business is going to do it with or without any of us. So why not you? And if you're letting those fears be in your head and lead you, remember that you have a whole community of support and tools and team and people to help you grow. I highly encourage you to take a good hard look. So the person with whom you've been speaking is going to give you a quick call in 5 minutes and find out more. It's super easy to enroll you, takes 5 minutes, you get your kit in a couple of days, you get to start doing your training right away and growing and having fun. And maybe you're going to be scared, but I tell you what, you're going to change your life in a very meaningful way. Thank you. I think you're on mute, Jill, and Laura is still recording. You're still on mute, Jill, and Laura is still recording.
There you go. Now can you hear me?
Yes, but Laura is still recording.
I know she must have stepped away, but thank you so much for that. I could join again after that. That was amazing.
Well, thank you all for tuning in, and I'm sorry that it's still recording.
Let's just leave and it'll keep record. I mean, it'll close up.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.